All right, guys. Well, I'm back today with one of my favorite digital night vision scopes under $600. And this blew me away. This is actually the first time I've shot any ATN night vision products, and I've been shooting a lot of the Sightmark digital night vision products, which I actually enjoy. Once I tried this though, I'll never be going back, and this blew me out of the water. I want to give a huge shout out to Optics Planet for sending this and all of the previous Sightmark digital night vision scopes out to the channel. Now the Sightmark Wraith really does compete with this, one of the newest versions, and I do really like that night vision scope still. And honestly, depending on what you're doing, you can kind of go through and look at both of those, and one may be a little bit better, but in my opinion, this one edges out that new Wraith, but it comes in still at an affordable price point. They normally sell for $684, but they're on sale on Optics Planet's website for $599 with free shipping. And I've got that coupon code 704TAC or 704TAC to save you 5% off, dropping this closer to about $570 for free shipping, which makes it, in my opinion anyways, a steal of a deal for digital night vision plinking. I get a lot of questions too about this style digital night vision optic. Can you use it in the day? And yes, absolutely. This is going to project everything onto an LCD screen. Then you're going to look through the lens at that screen, and it auto adjusts to the light. And you have plenty of adjustments to shoot this in the day, sight it in the day, so you don't have to worry about going into the range at night and sighting this in at night. You can easily sight this in during the day or even record hunts during the day. And there are a few main purposes of having this digital night vision scope, and I'll talk about those, and we'll talk about the specs and features and performance down at the range and how this one performed both in the daytime and at nighttime. The first obvious purpose of this would be hunting and recording your hunts. Whether it be day or nighttime hunting, this mounts up really easily to a hunting rifle, and then you can use the record feature to record directly onto an SD card, either in the day or the night, and that feature works incredibly well, and it's very intuitive, and it does record rather nicely. I found that this one records a better image and is easier to focus, as well as not as jumpy as some of the older Sightmark Photons. The Wraith definitely improves over that, but I think this one edges the Wraith out ever so slightly, especially when it comes to editing images. When you're pulling it off and throwing it on the computer, this one works a little bit better when it comes to the pixelation of that image. And some of the other reasons is just night vision shooting is fun. You can head out to the range and plink, especially with something like this, a suppressed 22, and nobody even knows you're over at the range shooting. So if you got your own land and you want to do some shooting without just waking up the entire neighborhood, grab a suppressed 22, throw this on, and you have almost no light signature. That is a pretty awesome option. Now, when it comes to this one, it's going to be a 3 times magnified, and then you have also digital zoom on here, so it is going to be very nice for a wide variety. Now, this is not the only zoom levels they have. You'll want to check out Optics Planet's website and go through there. And if you want any more information about this particular one, you can pause the side of the box and look at that. Now, it actually comes with the digital night vision scope in the box. It does come with a couple of different scope ring mounting options. I actually selected these monstrum ones from something else I had. It worked good. It dropped it so low though. Some of the scope rings that it actually comes with in the box has a pick rail that you can mount the included IR illuminator. Speaking of the IR illuminator, it's a good quality. It's got a few different settings located on the rear for brightness, and then it also has the adjustments for focus, and I found that this works well out to 300 yards, no issues whatsoever, probably even further if I had the opportunity to shoot it further. This illuminator works really well, and it's included in the box. Now, the overall build quality feels much better than some of the other digital night vision that I've used in the past, because this is an aluminum housing with a 30mm mount, meaning you can use a wide variety of 30mm rings, and it mounts to aluminum, so it just feels a lot better. The construction overall from front to back feels a lot better as well, and all of the focusing feels incredibly smooth and nice. It doesn't feel cheap at all. You feel like you're handling a premium quality optic, and you're just paying a very reasonable price for it. The push button controls are very easy. easy. You've got the light settings, you've got the IR settings that you can click up and down when it comes to how much IR light it's gathering in and the modes. Then you also have the IR light in and of itself independently that you can adjust, which is pretty slick. The power feature, then you have the record feature where you can take pictures or videos, so that's going to be really easy. And then it's also ultra easy to sight in. Once you take your shot, you go over to the sight in menu, and it'll have a second set of crosshairs that you line up wherever that bullet landed, and boom, it's a one-shot sight in, and that's all it took. I shot this once, held the crosshairs where I was aiming, moved the other set of crosshairs to where the bullet hit, and then instantly it was sighted in, and I did that during the day, so when I went out to the range at night, it was dead on, and that is pretty slick. It held 0 great. Now, granted, this was only on a 22, but this is rated for more recoil, and you can read all of those specs and features on the website. You can also take a look at the different types of sensors they're using in here. So if you really want to get a direct comparison between this and other night vision, Optics Planet does a good job of laying everything out about their sensors as well as the emitters for that IR, so you can really pick up and understand what's going on. I found that this was very easy to use. It also comes with a rubberized piece that comes on the end of it that you can kind of squish your eye against to prevent light from bleeding out. I tend to like it without it. I think it looks better. I think it functions pretty darn good. And I'm not worried about a little light spilling out so people can kind of see the reflection of the LCD screen on your face. That doesn't worry me. This is just a budget night vision blinker for me with a really awesome scope. In summary, guys, it works really well. It's very elegant with the user when it comes to interface. It records really well. You can hook an external battery pack. The current runtime on something like this is about 10 hours, so you can hunt all night with it. I mean, there's really no negatives other than it is right around about $570, $600 depending on the sales going on, which is not cheap, but honestly, compared to some of the other ones out there, this one blows it away, especially with the quality, construction, and feel. You feel like you're getting truly a professional grade night vision scope at half and a third of the price of some other ones on the market. That does an amazing job. I will be updating guys on its performance. I'll take it out to the range and do some more shooting with it. It works really great. I can highly recommend it, and I'll leave all of the information and code in the description below. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.